Well, hello everyone, this is Pro Digital Gear, and today we're going to unbox and take a quick look at the EPSON SureColor T3170 from EPSON. First we cut off the shipping straps, and then pulled out the lifting handles. Cut the tape on the top. And then took off the main part of the box. First we have our startup guides and our power plug, our warranty information, and our starter inks. Removing that top box reveals the printer. Right on top of the printer is the paper tray catch thingy that will go on the printer later on. This will catch the media as it comes out of the printer once you're done printing. Now we can go ahead and pull off all the boxing and the styrofoam to reveal the printer, which is wrapped in plastic and protective tape. Now there's kind of a specific order to taking off the protective tape. Why don't we go ahead and walk through that. First we can go ahead and take off the protective tape that holds the plastic on. Next we can remove this guide that shows you how to lift the printer. Next we want to remove the first piece of tape that holds on the front cover. Then on the right side we can remove this piece of tape which will allow us to open the cover. Then we can remove the tape that is holding the print head in place. And remove the tape that's holding this little styrofoam piece here. You might want to save this if in the future you decide to move your printer. Okay, now we need to remove these protective orangey plastic pieces that are on the print track. You can start by removing these pieces of tape here which hold down the directions, which are attached to a string, which then are attached to the orange protective pieces. While you're there, go ahead and peel the plastic off the screen. Now you'll need to turn this first piece counterclockwise and then lift up. And the second piece you want to pinch on either side and then pull up. There's tabs on the left and the right that clip in. I'm not 100% sure what these are for, but we're definitely going to want to save them in case we move our printer in the future, because I guess they do something important. I don't know. Now let's go ahead and peel off this plastic off of our media cover. Peel this piece of tape off right here, and on the left side. Open up the first part of the cover, and all the way to the right side you'll see your sheet media feeding guide. Pull off the tape and the plastic that's on that. And you should be able to open up the guide. Close it back up though, and then flip it forward so that you can lift up on this blue tab here and open up the cover that goes over the media spindle. This is where you'll load your roll media, and we want to go ahead and remove this styrofoam block which is held on by tape here. Do the same for the right side of the spindle, and do the same in the center. Now you should be able to freely remove the printer spindle when you're ready to load some media in the printer. Then remove this piece of tape in the front of the printer, which will allow you to open the door in the front to the left to reveal the cutter blade. We then want to remove the blue tape holding on this blue protective piece. And the last step of the unboxing is removing this blue piece of tape here in the back, opening the door. Then we want to fully press in the maintenance tank until it clicks in, and close the door. Be sure to save your main box and your warranty information You will need it to register your printer and set up the warranty. You will also need it in case you want to extend that warranty. Go ahead and get your power cable, plug in your printer to a surge protector, and while you're in the back of the printer, hook up your network or USB cables. Yay, now we can power on our printer. The first thing it's going to ask us to do is choose our language. How sweet, EPSON is thanking us for our purchase. And if you were following the unboxing procedure, you can go ahead and click done when this message comes up. Next, we can enter our date format. Then we can enter the date. Then we enter our time format, either 12 hours or 24 hours. And then we can go ahead and enter our current time. Now it's time that we put in our ink cartridges. We just use a pair of scissors to cut off the plastic casing. Be very careful of this chip right here. Do not scratch it. And before we put them into the printer, we're going to want to go ahead and gently agitate or gently shake the cartridges. The T3170 has 4 inks, and it comes with a starter set of cyan, black, magenta, and yellow. Go ahead and open the front cover. The diagram above the printhead shows us which color goes in which slot. First, lift up this blue cover by pulling the tab towards you and up. Also, under each ink, there's a yellow piece of tape. We're going to want to go ahead and pull that off. Then we can go ahead and put in the ink cartridges into the correct bays on the printhead. Make sure that the ink cartridges are facing the proper way when you insert them. And again, follow the correct order of the colors from the diagram. Also, it might take a little bit of pressure to make sure that the cartridges are all the way in. Do this gently, but at the same time, you don't want to press too hard so that you damage the printer. Once that's done, we can flip down that blue lid, lock it in, and then close the main cover. At that point, the printer will begin to initialize the system, charging the ink lines. That might take a little bit, but once that's done, you're ready to print. The interface on this is very simple. We have our paper settings. From there, we can load our paper and select paper types. We also have a printer status menu, giving us our supply status, message list, firmware version, and print status sheet. The supply status menu is where we'll find our ink levels. And then lastly, we have our settings menu. We have some general settings, our maintenance menu, where we can find our nozzle check and our head cleaning. We have our options to replace our maintenance tank, and all of the other maintenance related selections. Hitting the home button here on the left will bring us right back to our main screen with our 3 main options. So if we do get kind of buried in our menus, hitting this will get us back to the home screen quickly. We have some quick menus at the top for our printer status, our Wi-Fi and network connection, and an enlarged view of our ink levels. The LCD screen flips up so that we can see it a little better. That's a pretty cool feature. Printing a nozzle check is super easy. Again, going to our settings menu, then scrolling down to the maintenance option. From there, we simply press on the print nozzle check, and of course we'll have to load in some paper. We can open up our media cover and pull out the sheet feed. Loading in sheet media is super simple. There is an adjustable guide right here. Make sure it is adjusted correctly for the size of media that you're using. You don't want it to squish the paper too tightly. Then we can grab that media catch that we unboxed in the beginning. And if we want, we can place it right under the printer right about here. It should snap into grooves that are located under the printer. We can go ahead and print our nozzle check. And the media should come right out onto the catch. We can see that this nozzle check is good. No lines are missing, no colors are missing. Perfect nozzle check. And to show you how to load the roll media, if we collapse our sheet feed, then open the rear cover all the way, we can access the roll media spindle. The clear end of the spindle slides off so that we can load our roll media onto the spindle. Then it just slides back on. Then you would put the spindle and the media back into the printer. Then you would go into the menu settings to follow the directions to finish loading the media. Well, we hope you enjoyed this unboxing and quick look at the EPSON T3170 from EPSON. If you have any questions about this printer, or if you'd like to purchase one, definitely give Pro Digital Gear a call, 1-888-459-1482, or send us an email at sales@prodigitalgear.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.